Hello and welcome to Fallout 4. This video I'm going to be going over my personal top 30 mods that I pretty much can't play the game without. They're in no particular order. I will leave every single one linked in the description. And yeah. Now I'm not going to be going over any EMBs because I personally don't use them, or any texture enhancing things because again I don't use them. I have no problem with how the game looks, to be honest. It's a wasteland, what you expect. But yeah. So let's get started. Okay, so first on the list of my favourite mods in no particular order is CBBE. Caliente's Beautiful Body Enhancer, I think it's called. But yeah, it's a mod that I have always played the game with, always played Skyrim with as well. It's also out for Skyrim. It literally enhances female characters' bodies just because they're weirdly crap. For example, anyway, my game froze then. Apologies, I have a lot of mods installed. I'm only going over 30 of them though. But as I was saying, for example, CBBE, look at the feet. I mean, they aren't webbed. On the default one, they look terrible. It's actually some sort of skin complexion as well. Now, it's YouTube, and if you know what CBBE is, then you know why I'm wearing an overcoat. So, yeah. Anyway, that's CBBE. Again, it'll be linked in the description. And I'm going to move on to the next mod. Alright, next mod is Armorsmith. Armor extended, Armorsmith extended, and the armor and weapons keywords. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you need both in order to benefit from it properly. But here's just a standard drifter armor, drifter outfit you find in the game. Not modded, not changed, one bit at all. That's what it looks like. But I'm pretty sure with this in the actual game, I can't remember if it's this or not, but I'm pretty sure that you're not allowed to equip additional armor parts on it in the base game without Armorsmith, just because it's got the little sort of long coat thing on it. So what this mod does is it basically allows you, hang on, there we are, got my menu back, god. Is it basically, okay, I've enabled, oh for fuck's sake. Okay, there we are, we're back. It pretty much enables you to put on any, let's go, any additional armor pieces, like so. Yes, some armor does have clipping issues. Just because, yeah, see, the Devastator metal chest, I'm pretty sure you weren't allowed to equip that because it's clipping through it. Well, you can now. You can also equip, let's put that on, we'll put that on. Crap. I don't care, I'm not even in Nuka Towns. I can't even see. I don't think I've got a mask. Do I have a mask? Please tell me I've got a mask. I haven't got a mask. Brilliant. But you can also equip that and a mask underneath it, underneath the glasses. Do whatever you want. Some armor still doesn't work though. I'm pretty sure you could do it with Hancock's outfit as well, if you can get Hancock's outfit. But you could do it with a lot more armor that you couldn't do previously in the game, and for some reason there's an enemy on my map. Damn rad roach. Anyway, I'm now going to go to the next mod, so let's do it. Welcome to Fallout 4 everyone. Mama Murphy is on the roof. Anyway, next mod. let's say you're like me. I hoard power armor. I would go to Spectacle Island, which is where all my power armor is, but for some reason it keeps crashing to desktop whenever I go there. I'll get that fixed. But I hoard a lot of power armor in my game. I don't know about you, but I do, personally, just because I like displaying it. But with the mods and everything, you usually just get the pieces and no frame. So basically, what this mod does is it adds the frames to be craftable. Like that. I'm an idiot, because I completely forgot to actually craft the things. So what you need to do is you head over to your nearest chem station, which is all the way over here for me, because I was not prepared to do this whatsoever. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Go to your... I'm not in combat. Right, go to the thingamajig. Then you go under, I believe it's... Wait, what would it be under? Is it drugs? It is not drugs. Healing? No. Okay. Oh, it's utility. It's that one. It's... There it is. You craft a power armor frame. See what it costs. Yes, I'm cheating, because I've played through this game too many times. I can't be asked to collect all this junk. But that's what you need to create it. You cook a couple. You only need one, but I'm going to do a couple. You simply go back into your crafting. Your I'm opening all sorts of menus that I don't want to be open. You're back into crafting. Take a couple minutes, because I've got like 3 massive Settlement Edition mods installed. Okay. And there is the craft power armor frame. So it's under special. You just place them down. They do not come with fusion cores or any power armor pieces. You gotta put that in yourself, like so. But it works. You just hop in, like so, and customize it however you want. Just add a couple random things I got, like so. Simple as that. I don't know why, but I've only just noticed that I've got modded power armor in my inventory, which I'm supposed to have. Anyway, I'm gonna stop thinking, wasting time. Next mod is we're gonna have to go over to the water for this one, because the next mod is clean water of the Commonwealth. There are 4 or 5 options you could choose from. I've chosen tropical, because to me it's the best. Even the author says it's the best. It is very nice. It just makes the water look a lot nicer after like 200 odd years of it looking like crap. So just look at the water compared to the landscape there. It's amazing. You can also get a clear version, which underwater is, you can see everything. There is no water effect at all, pretty much, but you can still swim. But I like this because it's slightly more realistic. That one is very unrealistic. It's a pretty small mod that just adds to how the game looks. So yeah. I'm gonna go to the next mod, which is, I believe, I'll see you there. Alright, so next mod is the Commonwealth Cuts. I think that's I think it's like Azar something or something like that. I might be wrong, I might be mixing it up with another hair mod. I've got 2 installed for the females and 2 for the males. But yeah, again, I can't remember if it's the Azar ones or if it's these ones. Either way, let's go over both of them. It just basically adds a lot nicer, a lot better, cleaner, styled hair to the game. Most of them have physics enabled to them, so that when you're moving, obviously the hair moves as well. I'm not sure if all of them do, but there are a ton to choose from. and I mean a ton. And I think it's Sky as well I've got installed. But, for example, if I go all the way to the bottom, so you can even have hair with custom hats on them by default, which I don't use them, but it's pretty cool. Alright, here we are. So the most used hair for a female is probably that one by default. It's it's boring though. If I go up a couple, already, there we go. That one's a lot better already. I'm not going to change my hairstyle because I like it. And I'll be going over it in a minute. But yeah, just a couple that you can find. Expect to see in the game. I highly recommend this one if you're all about character creation as well, because it is very good. And while we're here, I'm going to go over another mod, which is Zella's hair dye. I think mine's a bit buggy though, because it's showing the wrong name for the wrong colours. For example, that clearly isn't lavender, but it has all these. I don't think there's any other. It has all these different colours. Just a couple, not many, but a couple colours. The game. Ignore the writing on this side, because I think it looks menus messed it up. But yeah, some nice colours. I don't think bleach is part of it. I think bleach is actually part of the actual game. No, I'm bleached. That's, yeah. I think that's actually part of the default game, base game. But I do use some of these sometimes. I have used them in the past when I past playthrough. But yeah. And while I'm here, if you look at the eyes of my character, you'll notice that they look very different. That is simply because it is, what's it called? I've got them all written down, I can't see it. It's called Eyes of the Universe, that's it. Eyes of the Universe. Where's the dude? He's in here. I'll go speak to this dude first.
A new face.
Right, there you are. Come on.
Beautiful, but
Get on with it. Right.
Sounds good.
Yep. Blah, 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 blah. Where's your chair? There's your chair. Let's go. I know I could just use the command, but sometimes you get that camera glitch where it just keeps jumping up and down off the floor. Oops. And you can't do anything about it, so... Come on. Anyway. Right, we're here. So let's go face. Let's go to eyes. I pressed it wrong. I was supposed to check C. Oh, that's my skin. Eyes. C. C. There we are. Right. So let's go down to... Right, so Haze was the last one on the default list. But with the Eyes of the Universe adds about 30, 25-ish. A lot more. There's a lot more. I'll go through them very quickly now. So Oxymore, Abael, Abyss, Arc, Azure, Bizarre, Brulent, Sybil, Ciel, Circuit, Qua or Croix, Diamond. I think that's supposed to say Diamond, but it's Diamond. That's what I've got equipped at the moment. Ecarlet. This is so hard to pronounce. None of them are in English, apparently. So apologies if I'm saying them wrong, which I probably am. Eclatant. Ekis. Etoile. Feroce, or Feroc. Flocon. Fracture. Fracture 2. What's the difference? Freud. Gervauden. Or Gevauden. Oh, it's got a more darker look. Gewehr, Halo, Illusion, Insect, Jade, Lumiere, Matrice, Nove, Objective, Obscure, Obscure 2, Orient, Pandora, Persan, even, Pistil, Proton, Rampant, Roche, I think Rouge, Sablier, Sole. This is so hard to pronounce, I'm going to stop in a minute. Tuga. No, those are pretty nice. Vermilion, Vortex, Zebra, Zoom, and Amber. I think Amber's actually part of the base game. But as you can see, they add some very, very unique eyes to the game. Especially ones if you want to say, make yourself look like a cyborg sort of character. You can use things like that. Yeah, that. Or something. You could look a bit like David Bowie with 2 different coloured eyes, which looks pretty cool to be honest. But yeah. So I think that's it for the character creation sort of mods. So I'm going to go on. Oh no, it's not. What am I on about? What am I on about? Exit that. Yep, I paid 100 caps for doing nothing.
Change your nose, your ears.
Okay. Shut. Right. Last one really quickly before I go on to the next mod. Take all that crap off. Right. No. Oh yeah, put that on there.
Your eyes, perhaps.
Alright.
Anything is possible.
Piss off, you annoying twat. Next mod. And the final character creation mod is a face preset. Also hair and eyes. I changed the eyes for it, and I changed the body for it, but this one is called Ciri. It's a Ciri preset, and if you played Witcher 3, you'll know who she is. But I don't know about you, but I am terrible at making faces in this game, so I had to download one, and that is one I saw, and I like it. It's pretty cool. So yeah, simple preset for your character. You need looks menu, script extender, whatever hair I've got on, the hair mod, which will be linked. I just went over, I can't remember what it's called. And you need the certain eyes and that. Anyway, I'll leave that link in the description. It tells you what you need, and I will see you on the next mod. Alright, so next mod is a mod that doesn't affect anything but your companion, really. I mean, kind of could affect you, but do you ever get annoyed when, say, this dude is in your power armor, or you give him a very good gun, say a plasma rifle, but you use all the ammo and his power armor breaks? For this mod, you give him as much ammo as you want. I only give him 1, and it's unlimited for him. It's for all companions, not just Hancock. For all companions, it will always be unlimited ammo. He is not what the. And his power armor will no longer break. So his little power armor pieces to chest, arms, legs, and head will no longer break off. It will still work with you, and you don't have unlimited ammo unless you enable it yourself. But it's just one of those tiny little mods that help. And considering I'm talking about companions, I am attempting. I did make a Skyrim mod, and it was a player home mod, which was very successful. I had a mini quest and everything. But this one, Fallout 4, is a lot more complicated. And I'm going to try to make a custom follower, fully voiced, dialogue, everything like that. But it's going to be me. He's going to be slightly sarcastic, slightly funny. It's just going to be me, you know, in the game. It's going to take a lot of time to do, because I'm not used to modern Fallout 4 at all. But, yeah. Which should be pretty funny. Anyway, next one. Do you ever feel the need to add a ton, and I mean an absolute ton of turrets to your game in a settlement for no absolute reason, just because of the fact you think it might be blown up in the next couple of hours? Because I sure as hell do. However, it's hard to make them look like they fit in your settlement just because of how little options there are to put them. For example, there's no stands, and this tiny little mod adds said stands to the game. I'll be right back with you. I gotta get to Spectacle Island, and I hope to God it doesn't CTD on me, crash desktop on me. So I'll be right back. I'll probably just speed this up. For God's sake! Okay, so my game crashed the desktop, as you probably saw. Seriously, it's only when I go to Spectacle Island, that's where all my power armor is and my custom summon is. That happened on my last save game. I was playing as a male character and I wasn't cheating at all. And I can't go back there, and that game is corrupt because I can't save it without it crashing now. So I can still save this one, as you can see. But I can no longer go to Spectacle Island because it will just crash. If you have a fix for that, please let me know. And I will leave you in the description of every single one of my videos in the future because that will help me out incredibly. Next mod is, I was looking for clothing, armor, some nice ones, and I'm a fan of overcoats. And I found this one by Cross. I think his name's actually Nero. It's the Cross Recon set. Brotherhood Recon set. I'm not wearing a full set, but you can have glasses and a helm, and there's more customization options to what I'm wearing. But it comes with gloves as well, the overcoat, the under armor, and the mask. Which I think is pretty cool. It looks very nice. It's got complete physics. The base stats I can't tell you because I've modded it with another mod, which I'll go over soon. But it's not got a base stats anymore. So, yeah. It's just a nice mod. It's very high quality, as with all the Cross mods by Nero. But I'm going to go over all of them now anyway. So the next one is this. It's a jetpack. I'm going to mix this with another mod, which is the real working jetpack mod. Basically what that does is it removes the AP drain from jetpacks and the height you can go with jetpacks, basically. And it just makes the jetpacks work a lot better. This is with power armor as well. Yeah, you still take full damage, obviously. You take a lot of full damage, actually. But this jetpack is really helpful. If you don't like walking around in clunky power armor, just jump. But you can customize it so you can run a bit faster, jump higher, and just simply get up to places you won't be able to reach. But as with the power armor, there is a bug, like you see now, where the flames stop working. It's really annoying. But yeah. Now, if you want to go really high, you're going to need another Nero mod, which is Cross. You're going to need the Cybernetics mod. And with that, if you don't like the noise of the Cybernetics, which is like a clunky metal noise, I haven't got it installed, you're going to want his other mod, which is called, I think it's an add-on for it, should be in the it should be in the additional files, but it's called the No Noise Cybernetics. And the Cybernetics mod, oh god, I gotta find it now, it's all the way at the bottom. Basically what this mod does is add Cybernetics to the game. I've only got one bit of Cybernetics because it's the only one I need, and it's the lower support. But you can have proper armor and everything. You can make it look like a mini power armor, sort of similar to Fallout 3, but you can modify it. And what I recommend doing with the Jetpack mod, if you're going to get it, is you have a lower support from the Cross Cybernetics and you modify it with the full damage reduction. For example, I can do this. Now this height would definitely kill you, but I've got the Cybernetics installed. If I took them off, however, and I went up to say this height, it would probably cripple me. Yep, it crippled me. See? So, as you can see, it's helpful. And I have no stim packs left. Awesome. I have anything I can use to heal myself. Screw it, just drink some water. Ah! Nope. Wait, where's stim pack? Did I type it in wrong? No, I got a better idea. Here's a additional mod for you. It is the cheat terminal, cheat thing. Just gonna go ahead and add myself a ton of stim packs. There we go. Done and done. Simple as that. Okay, I was apparently down. There we go. Simple as that. Anyway, that's the jetpack covered, and I'm gonna go over one more cross add-on, which is a weapon this time. It is the Cryolance. Sort of like the Gauss rifle, apart from it freezes them and it does a lot of damage, adds quite a lot of customization. It's just a good weapon in general. Has a brilliant angle. You can charge it, fire. Or you just fire randomly. It works. Very good gun. I do use it. You can have a shorter version of it. If you have full customization, you can have one barrel if you want. It does less damage though. But I think it's a very good weapon. I think there's a small chance of it properly freezing like it did back there. I'm not entirely sure. But that is the Cryolance, and it's a very good weapon. Anyway, next mod. Before I go on to the next one, actually, the craftable turret stands I'll link in the description. I can't show you because I've got them already set up in Spectacle Island, but I can't go there. There's no point in me placing them down for no reason either, so all it adds is like a 1x1 little wooden platform with supports underneath it that you can put on the sides of walls or anything like that, and you can put a turret on top of it. That's all it is, but it's really, really helpful, and I enjoy it. Next up is another weapon. It is called the IF-88 automatic shotgun. It's based off of I can't remember what it's based off of, but this is it. This is my custom version of it. It's called Kavera because if you customize it with the handle, it looks like Kavera's weapon from Rainbow Six Siege, and I literally play a lot. So I'm gonna go over another mod right now as well, which is the enhanced blood textures. If you watch, there's some there, but watch. It's a very stealthy gun, as you can tell. Seriously, I love this gun to bits. It's fully automatic, customized however you want. There's a lot of customization options for anyone. Actually, there's a lot of skin options as well. Same with the Enhanced Blood. Enhanced Blood is a mod I can't play without because it just enhances the game a lot. But I just remembered another mod that I can go over as well, which is the live Dismemberment. It just... oh shit, I can't do it because he's about to die, so I might as well just... yeah, you're dead. Let's go with... Help Behemoth 0. Player.place at me. Let's go... 1. Like so. Ow. Okay, there's a Behemoth. Let's shoot his arm off. There we are. So in case you couldn't already tell, live Dismemberment basically makes it so you can remove limbs whilst they're alive. The only character you can do it is within game by default, I think, is the ghouls. But you can do it with every single character now unless they're wearing power armor. You don't have to critical hit them, it just does more damage and increases the chance of it coming off. I don't actually know the chance of it. There we are. He is now no arms. He can still throw rocks at me. That's live Dismemberment. It's just, you know, one of those other little mods. He's waving goodbye. Aww. That's actually a what the? Stop. Okay, that guy's weird. Anyway, that's live Dismemberment done. And what else did I go over? It was the Enhanced Blood. I'm going to go over the weapons just because why not. Next up is the RU-556 weapon, which I have called Ash because it reminds me of Ash's gun. This is my custom one. This one has a ton, and I mean an absolute ton of customization options too. It's definitely my favourite modded assault rifle. But yeah. It does a ton of damage once you upgrade it. Got beautiful animations. It's just all around amazing. Put a laser flashlight on it. I think you can make it semi-automatic if you want. It's brilliant. I'm not going to go over all the weapon customizations because there's no point. I mean, Because that just spoils it, because what's the point in you downloading it if you really know what you can do with it, you know, it's about surprises. But that's it. And then another one, I think this is the final weapon, no it's not, it's the second to last, penultimate weapon mod, is the P220 pistol. Just a simple pistol mod, put a knife on it if you really want. But this one does a lot of damage too. Just go find some people I can shoot. Hello. Hello. Right. So I could probably just shoot your armor. Come on, please, 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 please. Yay! See? Come back. But this is also one of those mods, one of those weapons that I personally think are very cool. So, yeah. Sharp Hancock. This is actually a good time to go over another one. Let's go ahead and type in help. WHMK. I did that wrong. Player.add item 45000EE21. Now, have you ever wondered what it would be like to hold pretty much a artillery gun in your hand and blast away at enemies? Well, let me show you what it's like. That's what it's like. There are two versions of this. It's both included in the same file. You get this version, which I believe is the heavier version, the stronger version, and the Shrike, which I have already. The Shrike comes usually with built-in exploding bullets. I don't think mine does. It's not fast at firing. I think it's light as well. But because I've got that one now, I can actually show you the weapon customizations for it, just because why not? And I need to customize anyway, because I was supposed to add it to my inventory beforehand. So I shall see you at a weapons workbench. I'm on my way to go and get a crafting bench today.
Oh, wow, you're tall.
I didn't mean to do that. I'm so sorry. I put my gun away. All I did was shoot a kid with an artillery gun.
Let's just say they can afford a lot of clothes.
Why have you got an actual name?
Miss, need new clothes?
I don't even know who you are.
Should stop by
Anyhow,
Robin's basement.
let's go
Open
to
during the
here.
Jack of all trades, aren't
Do
you?
do 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 do. Do do do. There's. So, by default, it's got 50 cal automatic receiver. But you can change them however you want. I'm going to put that one on it, the powerful automatic one. You can have water cooled. See what it does. Ported, long water cooled, long ported, or short barrel X plus. I am personally going to put the long ported barrel on it. You can also have an expanded magazine, which I'm going to have. Adds 200 instead of 100. You got 3 different sights. Well, technically 2, but 2 of them are slightly different. One's got a dot, one's got a circle. Pretty much the exact same, but you know, well, you got gunner sight, which you have usually on the miniguns. I'm not having any because I don't like the sights. Now for the muzzles, these are pretty cool. You can have a massive machete sword thing on the end, a compensator, a muzzle brake, or if you can't make up your mind, you can have both, which I'm going to have. Next up is the rounds. So by default it should have either JHP or JSP, but the standard ones pretty crap. FMJ ones again pretty crap. The JHP, which is what's equipped, those are the second best. Next up is the AP rounds, which are pretty shite, and then you have the HE explosive rounds, which of course I'm going to equip. Then you have all the different trims. You've got standard, army, navy, desert, flame, and rusty. The only thing with the rusty one is it minuses damage, as you can see. Since I put another nut, I'm going to have flame. The one thing I hate about this gun is the shields. See, they look very cool on the gun, but you can't see with them on, so I'm going to put the small one on, but it does have damage resistance to your character. It's just you can't see when you're firing the gun. It's really annoying. So I'm going to put the smaller one on just so I can see. While I'm here, I might as well go over the next mod, which is custom legendary weapons. Custom legendary effects. You put it on armor and guns. I'm literally going down. These are everything included in the mod. you can add your own legendary effects to weapons. Basically, that's all it is, and it is amazing. Faster fire speed. Let's do that on this. I want to see what it comes up with. So let's put 100% faster fire speed. Okay, and I'm going to call this. What should I call this? Tell you what, I'll name it whoever leaves the first comment on the video. Simple as that. Whoever leaves the first comment on the video is what I'm going to name it. See what I mean about the shield? It takes up so much space. So I'm going to quick save it real quick. And this is what happens when you fire this gun. So again, as you can see, it's one of those very stealthy guns. Obviously I've got the custom legendary weapon mod installed on it, so it's not going to fire that fast for you unless you install the same mod. But as you can see, very quiet. It's incredibly quiet. It's just one of those guns, you know. It's fucking brilliant. Can fly. Ignore him. That's a companion mod. He's Storyteller companion mod. He comes with his Storyteller power armor. I'm not gonna go over that. Let's go and murder some more people. Yo! So there are certain guns that you can class as overkill. This is definitely one of them. I didn't realise I didn't equip the cybernetic legs. Anyway, so that was some legendary done. The WH Mark 22, the P220, the RU 556, and yeah. So yeah, that's those done. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 left. We've got 11 left. So I'm just going to go over them as in how I've written them. Next up is a very handy one. It's just basically the full dialogue overhaul. Where don't know why Bethesda did it, but it adds all of the full things. You can change what it looks like, so it's in a list if you want instead of the default. But I like the default, and it adds what you're actually going to say.
Just browsing for now.
Take your time.
See, it's just what it was. You know, there's nothing really to go over. It includes every language, I believe. So yeah. Next one is higher budget. That's for settlements. It just makes the budget pretty much unlimited. I'm not gone over the limit yet, which is amazing. That's for if you're making massive mods. Again, nothing really to say about that one. It just increases the build limit, not height, just limit of things you place in your things. Next one's an armor, which is a Sirius suit. If I go and equip it. Let's put a sunflare one on. I don't know why I just put a sunflower one on because I'm pretty sure it's the brown one that looks manky. Yeah, it is. But that's not what it actually looks like. It's actually a black armor by default, but it's just a version of it, which clearly has not been customized properly. Let's see if it works with this one. Nope. You can change it in CBBE, but obviously it's not being changed by me or the mod author in CBBE. So yeah, but it's just a cool little armor. It adds quite a lot of resistance. You also get a twin blade with it. You can customize. All this has made it a crafting chem station thing. You also get a helm and something else. But that's that. I don't use it that much. I usually give it to a female companion, but you know, it's always nice. Next up is longer power lines. Another one you can't live without if you like settlement building. It times the power line by 3 times, so you can have 3 times the length of the power line. Nothing more to say. It's just good mod. Movable power armor, self-explanatory. You don't have to enter your power armor whilst in crafting mode in a settlement to move it, you can just move it by default. The only problem with that is with modded power armor you have to get a certain spot. Which is just, you know, again, nothing more to say, just one of those little mods. I'll go over that one last. Next up is Weightless Junk and other items. Now you might have noticed that my carry weight limit is 2,870. That's because I modded my AV carry weight. And yeah, but if I go to junk, you can notice that the weight for everything but something, but the basketball is set to 0 or something. I think it's DLC that isn't. Everything is mostly set to 0 for weight, which is really helpful.
My dad says outside to shoot people.
Yeah, they do. But yeah, just as that, it also does for aid and miscellaneous items and weapon mods, I believe.
This beats mayoral duties any day of the week.
But yeah, next up we have the Elder Scrolls power armor. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go get that one right now, just so I can show you. It's at a custom place named Bethesda Comics, right there, next to Worsin Automatoys Corporate and DB Technical High School. We'll go there right now. Alright, so I'm outside Bethesda Comics, right here. Don't know why, but whenever I'm outside the shop, it's just like a bit laggier. But you go in, it's similar to the Hubris Comics store, apart from the fact it's got a very nice set of power armor in it. Right. But there are a lot of rad riches, I think, or something, you know, yeah. So you can see it advertised on the walls. Skyrim, power armor and that. But before you actually go get it, there are magazines, so
Might end up looking like me.
find them, be like that. And a little statue. I don't think you can pick that up. You can't pick that statue up. But you can pick that up.
Nice.
Nordic wall paint. That's pretty cool. There's more. I know there is. But there's a custom little statue there as well. I think it's supposed to look like that. I think that's what bugged a bit.
Nice.
There's another one. Which is pretty cool. Another little statue. That's right, this mod also comes with 2 custom weapons from Skyrim. It comes with a steel warhammer and the steel sword, which is again a nice little addition for the power armor. I can't remember if there's any books up here, but if there are, I'll tell you. Anyway, what you want to do is go straight through the store, past this amazing physics light, and into the elevator. You want to leave Hancock behind because he's useless. I'm joking. He's invisible. And once you're down here, what is that? There it is, the Elder Scrolls 5 power armor. It comes with fusion core, all the armor and that. Yeah. You've got another book down here, which is the hot rod flames for it. Bed, custom little word power on the wall. Doesn't do anything though. Yeah, you customize it. There's a lot of customizations for it. I'm not going to show them because this video is very long already. Basement key there. There's a book. Here, is there a book here? Oh crap, wrong one. Exit, 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 exit. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Hurry, I don't care. Right. The 2 weapons are here in the display case, so as you come in, power armor left, weapons right. Here's the steel sword, and here is the warhammer. They're both melee weapons, they work perfect. And then this is new, I don't remember this being here, I think they've only just added this in. But you need that key, you open it. That's what the Nordic paint looks like as well, which is pretty cool. It's an extra helmet. I'm not going to read that, if you want to read it you can go into the thing and read it. I will however pick this, to show you what's inside.
Sweet.
More armor. So that's that power armor covered, which is very cool power armor. Another one I like is the Air Force one, but I'm not going to go over it. Next up, do you remember the power armor frame I was going over earlier? Because there it is. next up is power armor delivery. So whatever power armor you were in most recently will be saved onto it. All you need is to craft the power armor delivery beacon in a crafting chem station thing. It's on the same one where the power armor frames was for the other mod. Once you've done that, I've hotkeyed it to 2. You don't have to. It's just a med item. You can make a miniature one. As soon as you press it, it spawns in your most recent power armor with all the mods, everything like that. It basically moves it to where you are in front of you, and you can, there you are. It's your power armor. So yeah, that's that. Next up is, I can't show any of these two, but next up is Settlement Objects Expanded, Homemaker, and another one, I can't remember what it's called, it'll be linked though. It's just Settlement Objects, I can't show you it obviously. And the next one is solar panels as well. It's a noise-free generator, very cool, very helpful. But finally is Worsin's power armor garage. This is a massive mod, probably the biggest one I've installed at the moment because it exceeds 2 GB. That's just the textures on its own. And basically, let's go ahead and go to my chest, the torso of this armor. As you can see, you've got all these options here, all these options here. You got decals, you got specialty, you got flames, black versus colors. It's just, it adds a lot. I'm not gonna go over all of them because it's massive, but you have to download the textures. Oh, for God's sake, you have to download the textures for it. I just tapped on the wrong thing, which is 2 GB, and it can't be managed through mod managers. You got to do that yourself, which isn't hard. You just put it into your data folder. But yeah. This video was very weird. It's just I was sick and tired of recording Rainbow Six Siege, and yeah, this video was supposed to be a lot better. Trust me. It's just I run out of time, and it's boiling hot, and I need a drink. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Remember, comment, and you get your name on this. If you want to see more of these sorts of videos, let me know, and I'll make them a lot shorter. And I'll probably do them weekly or something, like at the end of every week. Yeah. Subscribe, you get a new video every 2 days. And I shall see you on Friday, I believe. Wait, no. No, what am I about now? Because this video will be uploaded Thursday. Or record Friday. Next video will probably be Saturday. So I will see you then.